Good morning, everyone, and here it is. This is the project introduced a couple weeks ago that I was going to start on. I went ahead and I've spent actually quite a bit of time, even though if you come over here and look at my list, I haven't really accomplished a whole lot, it seems. But I started out, all the cables were missing off of it, brakes disconnected. Other person who started this project, I think they want to strip it all the way down and put it back together. So I just went back to put it on the basic parts to see what all was missing. I put on the clutch cable, put on the front brake cable. I actually went through the rear brake hardware. Some of it was there. Put together what I could find that came with it. Went through my old boxes because I actually have my 1978 XR75 over here that I rebuilt a few years ago, and it came with some parts spikes, so I saved a lot of the parts. But I was able to go through and find a lot of missing hardware. The only thing I really haven't come up with yet is I am missing the collar on the left side. But I tried to get one to Honda shop yesterday. You know, they want a week to order. I've looked online a few places and haven't really found anything I get quickly. My goal is I want to ride this bike by the end of the day. It hadn't been started, and I believe it's been a couple years at least. I saw a video when I picked it up of when they first started the project to make sure to run before they did anything, and it's kind of sat since then while they started disassembly. But I'm gonna try to make this thing rideable today. I started on the tires the other day. I actually spent a lot of time getting this front wheel on here. It was missing some stuff. Got it all put back together. Got a new front brake lever. Actually did the whole assembly, cable, everything. Just need to adjust them a little bit. Punctured a couple tubes trying to get it on. These little tubes, a little bit, I guess trickier than putting them on the bigger bikes, because I actually put a tube on this one not long ago, on the Royal Himalayan, and thought it was really easy. So I thought I could knock out this bike in an hour or two, but all I did was went through 3 tubes before I got the front tire on right, but it's got a brand new tire, brand new tube. I came over here, and this was the one I was really excited about. This is actually the Millville tire. See if I can come over here where you can see it. And I've had this one for a while. I bought it for the XR75, and I bought a set of black rims for it. What I've decided to do, though, was put the black rims on here, even though they say they won't fit. I think they actually will fit. I ordered a new front hub off of eBay here, and I'm going to try to relace that wheel and get the whole assembly ready, put a different tire on it, and then I'm going to bring it and just swap out the whole tire and rim. That way, I have brand new tires and rims on it right now, and I'll be able to ride it while I get those new black wheels put together. The back tire, I put on, I punctured the only new tube I had, so I had 2 tubes sent overnight to me. That way, hopefully I can put the first one on with no issue today. And if I do puncture it, well, I got an extra one. And if it goes on easy, I also have a new back tire inside that I need to bring out and put on my CRF 150. That's a 2003. I actually bought that thing brand new for Father's Day a long time ago. And it's barely ever been ridden. I bought it to ride with my kids and bought them matching CRF 80s for Christmas and CR80, but they never really cared much about riding them. So I'm trying it again, though. I got this little bitty electric bike over here I'm training my grandson on, and hopefully he'll move up to the XR75 and eventually to the XR80r and maybe on to the 150. And if he wants to get out on the street, I got me a XR150 street legal bike over here, and we still have the Royal Himalayan that belongs to his uncle. That's my son. But for today, we're going to start out with, I'm going to pull this back wheel off, try to get a tube in it, put it back on. I went to Lowe's and bought some spacer that I think I can make a homemade collar that's going to work until I can get me a new one from the Honda shop. So I do want to go back with the original spacer on here. But if I get that spacer on here, I got a couple chains. Went and bought some master links. I'm hoping I can get the chain on with no issue. Got a new set of brake shoes for it I'm gonna put on. You can see I got grease already on it because I done had this wheel on and off. I'm gonna shine the wheels, tires back up a little bit. Then I'm gonna drain the oil. I got a new plug for it. Carburetor was drained a couple years ago, so we'll see what happens when I put some gas in it. But I think if I get this rear end all back together and do an oil change, I think this thing's gonna fire up. If it fires up, we're gonna take it for a ride today, and then I'll come back after I get the new rims and tires all done up, and I'll put the rims and tires on there. We'll start restoration of the plastics, and we'll see how good we can make this thing look. So for today, we're gonna skip over number 4 on my list, the new black rims and tires, and just stick with, let's just finish those tires. The plastics, I'm gonna wait till it can run. I do want to put a black seat cover on it though. I want to match the new XR650. That was my goal in the beginning. Once it's all done, I'm gonna put some Enduro lighting. I'm gonna put a little Baja light on the front, a little rear tail light. I'm gonna put a rechargeable battery. I'm not gonna mess with trying to do the stator or any of that type of stuff. I'm jumping ahead to the chain and rear brake, so I am gonna do that today. I'm gonna do a new plug, change the oil in it, and I want to test ride it by the end of the day. And if all that goes good, we'll park it, and then we'll start back over with the rims and plastics, and then I'll get back with you on an update. So for now, let's see what I can make happen today.